Dave Alvin with us in the Bing Lounge this afternoon. Damn, am I glad you didn't go into the medical field.
So are all my patients.
Welcome back to the lounge, man.
Good to be back.
It is good to have you back in Portland. We've got him at the Aladdin tonight. Now, last time you were here, you were with the women, and now you're with, like, today, we've got a guilty one today, don't we? You want to introduce who we have with us today?
Well, on guitar, we have a man who is in the Oregon Musicians Hall of Fame, right? That's right. His name is Chris Miller from Portland, Oregon, right here.
Oh, my goodness. Razorbacks, Chris. Oh, my God. All right, very cool. All right, we won't go there. I guess Dave's the one I'm supposed to be talking to.
No, we can talk to Chris all you want. He's better in the morning than I am.
And once again, thank you for not hitting the snooze button. You know,
Razorback Chris Miller. I'm going to call you that from now on.
So, yeah, you know what? Between Guilty Ones, we saw you with the women, and I know your work with Gene on his last album, and X and Pleasure Barons. I thought it would be gratuitous. I wore a Pleasure Barons shirt last time the man was here. I thought that would be a little bit too much to do it twice in a row. What?
For those of you who don't know, the Pleasure Barons was a 14-piece band featuring me, Mojo Nixon, and the late country Dick Montana. That we didn't take things very seriously. Let's put it that way.
This band, when I saw them, you had a bar on stage. Thank you. And they drank more than the crowd. It was amazing. You would take over for Gangster Love and a few others, and then Mojo would go out there, and you guys would be back. You and Country Dick would be back at the bar drinking. I'm like, they get drinks easier than we do.
Well,
that was fun.
Living the dream.
And you've just done exactly. You've done so many projects. What is it? An itch that makes you go? Because I see you're with Marshall, on this tour. How do you just get with people and you go, hey, let's play?
Kinda, yeah. The phone rings sometimes, and there's the main thing is I'm trying to pay the mortgage. So I'm really fortunate though. I'm very lucky because I love to play music. That's what I love to do, and I've been very fortunate in that I've been able to do that for 30 years for a living, and that's really rare. And so there's not a cold, cloudy, disoriented morning that I don't wake up and thank something, because it's like, well, this doesn't make any sense. I have a lot of friends who are great musicians or songwriters or singers, and they haven't been as fortunate as I am. So
it seems like
I don't know why, but I think the main thing is I love to play, and hopefully that comes through whether there's a bar on stage or not.
It seems like your career has been done under your own rules, and that's a lot to be said about that.
Yeah, I haven't made the techno disco record yet, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking I could maybe, I don't know, maybe I could get a new car if I do that.
Well, I see 1111 is still the latest one you have out, but yeah. I think there's like 14 editions of 1111 now, right? You can get them with a whole bunch of different stuff on there, including a new DVD that you've got?
Yeah, there's a deluxe edition that's got a live, it's got the full 1111 album. It's got a CD of outtakes. It's got a live show and then a DVD of a live show, yeah. It's at the Ark, yeah, in Ann Arbor, Michigan, the beautiful Ark. Yeah, it's a glut. I'm glutting the market.
That's all right. You can keep doing that.
We try.
Once again,
like I said, I love to play music. I love to work. So, my heroes when I was a kid are the same ones that they are now, and that was the old. Older, blues musicians and guys like that played till they dropped, and so that's the goal. When you're in your 20s, the goal is to meet girls and maybe have a hit record. When you get to be my age, the goal is I'm going to play till I die. Which could be 5 minutes, it could be 30 years, I don't know, but that's the goal.
Well, when you talk about that too, like Pine Top Perkins playing until he was 92.
Oh yeah.
And your sound check, didn't I hear you playing some Mississippi John Hurt?
We may do a little Mississippi John Hurt later if I'm awake, and yeah, we were doing some Fred Neil, Mississippi John Hurt. I just love to, I love to, I'm a fan of music as much as a player, And so, like I said, I think one of the reasons that I've had longevity is that sort of dumbbell naivete of mine comes through. It's like, wow, you ever heard this? you know.
Well, I hope you don't break into any Eddie Van Halen eruptions or anything, but I'll tell you what, it is
Chris?
once again.
That's up to Chris today if there's going to be a Van Halen eruption.
Well, once again, Chris, thanks for being a part of it with us today. Dave, always an honor. Thank you so much for being a part of the Bing Lounge at the Aladdin tonight. But with us this afternoon, Dave Alvin and the Guilty One.